Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Travel. Today me and Tanmay are doing this hike in the Yorkshire Dales National Park, and we are going towards this beautiful peak called Penny-Y-Ghent, and I'll be recording the entire journey. I hope you guys like this video, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. So hi guys. So in this journey I thought I'll ask my friend about his PhD journey as well. Like he's doing PhD in Faculty of Physics. So let me introduce you. He is Tanmay, and he'll be telling us what topic he's doing PhD on and how did he end up with this journey. So Tanmay, what do you want to say about your PhD journey?
I'm a PhD student in theoretical physics. So specifically, I work on quantum mechanics. I work on quantum many-body physics, and using mathematical and computational approaches, I model and predict the behavior of complex quantum systems. I did my undergrad in India at IISER Bhopal, and after that, I came here to do my PhD in the UK.
That's cool. So as you heard that he completed his undergraduation in India, and then I think your undergraduation was integrated, right?
Yes, I did an integrated master's.
Yeah. So in my case, I did undergraduation, which is 4 years, and then 2 years masters. Then I was eligible to apply for PhD. But in his case, he had integrated masters, which helped him, to save 1 year in case of the application for the PhD. So do you think is it kind of advantage over like having an integrated masters in your undergraduation?
I think it's pretty nice, especially if your integrated masters, as is in the case of IISERs, includes like a thesis component. So in IISERs, the last year of the integrated masters is dedicated completely to research.
Okay.
So you can spend a considerable while doing actual research, gaining research experience, which is really helpful if you want to do PhD. So I think in that sense, integrated masters is really nice. It also saves you a year in most cases, so you don't have to do a 4+2 or a 3+2. Instead, you can do like all 5 years in one.
Yeah.
Many IISERs also allow you to do your master's thesis at any other institution. You can also go abroad, which is also very nice. So that's also what I did. I did my thesis at a uni outside India. I did it in France, which was really helpful. So I think I would recommend an integrated master's. I think it's a really nice degree.
Yeah. So back again. So Tanmay, a lot of questions which comes around for the PhD is how do you apply? So in your case, you applied from India, right? Like, which means you had an integrated masters in India, and then you applied from without having any masters abroad experience. You applied from India. So how did you feel the application procedure? Like, what was the procedure like for you?
In my case, I was driven by applying to people whose research I'm interested in.
Okay.
And the way I was doing that was, simply looking up professors' profiles and emailing them.
Okay.
So I was really interested in a particular research area. I looked up all the people who write good papers, and I emailed them one by one, asking them if they are looking for PhD positions.
Okay.
And I sent them my CV. I sent them a small write-up explaining what my motivation is, what my past research experience is, what skills I have, and so on.
Okay.
And that's how I got positive responses. So
Nice.
for my PhD in Leeds, my professor was interested in my profile and my research interests.
Yeah.
And then he suggested that I should formally apply to the university's PhD program.
Okay.
And then he took an interview
Okay.
for me. And yeah, basically that's how I got the position. So I started with simply emailing professors asking if they are interested in
Yeah.
PhDs.
That's So as you guys heard, like the journey of Tanmay is a bit different than mine, because I did my bachelor's back in India and then master's in Erasmus. Then I started looking for PhD positions. I did email certain professors who are good in my field. However, I also applied for different positions which were open on the university websites, and which was like fully funded, because sometimes like if you're mailing the professors, they might not have fundings, and they would recommend for you to apply for different funds based on the project. So it also depends. So in order to, I mean, reduce the hassle of, like, you know, finding their sponsorship, I highly recommend for the like positions which are already open on the university websites. I don't know if Tanmay agree with that.
Yeah, I do agree, absolutely. I mean, that's the best possible thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also recommend emailing professors and asking them if they
Yeah,
have
that's very important actually.
as well. Yeah, because sometimes you can miss advertisement. Sometimes
Yeah.
some positions are not advertised at all.
Yeah, true.
So it's always good to ask.
Yeah, and also it's always good to have connections with like professors from your background, which will also help in your later stage of PhDs as well. So in the follow-up, like now you are a second year of your PhD, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the main question lies, how do you cope with your PhD? Because PhD itself is a very intense research which you undertake for 3.5 years, as per your funding. I mean, maybe like 4 years, and in some countries it's 5 years. So what do you think is the motivation behind your consistent PhD?
I think it's, I mean, of course, it's very intense, and PhDs are very time consuming, and although there is like a set number of hours you are expected to work, but people often work more than that. Sometimes you have to work on the weekends or on holidays and so on. So I think it's very important to have like interests and hobbies outside your work, such as, I mean, doing outdoor activities like you're on this hike right now, or playing a sport, or joining a society, doing some sort of an extra. I think it's very important for your mental health as well, to not attach your self-worth to your research, because I mean, most of research is failure. You try hundreds and hundreds of things and most of them fail. So if all of your self-worth and confidence is attached to you doing well in research, that's a very bad idea.
True.
So yeah, I think it's nice if you treat it like any other job. Of course, it's more involved and you have some personal connection with your research. But yeah, I think in general,
that itself is a motivation.
being interested in lots of different things is a good way.
Yeah, very true. So I mean, a lot of you guys asked me a question on like what should you be having like prior to the PhD and things. So to summarize like what Tanmay said, I think it's you have to be like an all-rounder of having an interest in everything, and then look your project in that perspective and try to achieve something which is like unique and novel. I know that all research cannot yield an application which could be a groundbreaking or anything. However, any research what you do will be kind of a stepping stone for something bigger in the future. So that should be the motivation which should drive you to, you know, to do PhD.
So guys, we finished the Penny-Y-Ghent hiking and it was really very nice. I hope Tanmay also enjoyed it. So finally, to talk about the PhD thing, so I just want to ask Tanmay, like, what is the message he wants to give for all of you who are aspiring PhD students? So Tanmay, what's your final message to all the students who are watching this video?
I just think, like, really settle onto something, because it's really important that you really love what you do. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get through PhD.
Yes.
So explore as much as possible, and then pick something you really like. That will make your PhD much more fun.
True. To add on to this, I do think, like, when few people will ask me, like, how much do you earn while doing PhD, and how do you want to settle abroad with, in a route with PhD and things like that. Like, for me, the important thing is, when you're doing PhD, you should be much interested towards the research, and that kind of motivates you to be consistent and enough in PhD. But if in case you are not motivated enough to do it, then it is not for you. So I would say it's very important for you to have interest in research first, and then choose this path. So that would be my message. I hope you guys like this video, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Driver Geek, do subscribe.